Hi, everyone. Welcome back to week two of cross country running. I'm Dr. Sasha Golish, and I'm joining you from Tokyo during the World Athletics Championships. So I apologize that the screen isn't working perfectly, but I just can't get Zoom and Canva to cooperate. So you're going to see all the slides at the bottom. Anyways, it's really this week is about routine, right? Having fun with everybody so that you keep them coming back, right? What's the best way to make champions, as I'm here at the World Athletics Championships, is to keep them coming back. But it's not just about making champions, right? Cross country is that sport where everybody should have a chance to participate. So let's talk about grades 1 to 6, elementary school, right? If we want to create some routine with them that's like really fun, I think it's really important that we start by taking them through an extended warm up. Why an extended warm up? Well, it gives them some autonomy. And I know it might be challenging with the younger ones, but this also gives the older ones an opportunity for some leadership development. If there's any of them in clubs, what are the warm ups that they do and how can you get them involved? Another idea is to do some relay races with them to practice those drills and skills. And so, can you do hopping and skipping? And like I quite literally mean like skipping and jumping jacks to keep them engaged and smiling and having fun. And then going on a neighborhood explore again. And for those kids that are really struggling to run the whole time, how can you get them to run more and walk less? And in particular, how can we make sure that they don't go out so hard that they really then have to walk? And really, when they go out so hard, they probably don't want to come back because it's not so fun when, you have your lungs burning like that. So grade 7 and 8, similarly, right? That idea of an extended warm up. Here you really might have some more club kids, so really getting them involved. What are their warm ups? How can we create simple warm ups so that when athletes go to cross country meets, they know how to warm up? Some fun intervals, thinking 30 seconds with about 1 minute walk or jog, using straights and curves if you have a track. So running the straights and then walking the curves. If you don't have a track, what other fun things can you play with, like telephone poles or trees or just other things in the schoolyard where, you get the students to run a bit and then walk or jog in between. And similarly, another neighborhood explorer, trying to get the athletes to run just a little bit more. And again, if you've got some that are struggling to run the whole way, how do you get them to run more and walk a little bit less? And then grades 9 to 12, again, very similarly to grade 7 and 8, but you may have more club kids here. Again, trying to get them to help you with that extended warm up to create some autonomy for the athletes when they go to meet. This idea of an intro to intervals. So, 30 seconds to 2 minutes with equal rest. So if you're running for 30 seconds, jogging or walking for 30 seconds, maybe even up to a minute, trying to get sort of 20 to 25 minutes of continuous effort out of the group. And again, this idea of a neighborhood explore. And one thing I just want to highlight with the high school kids, if you have athletes that are part of a club, again, we don't want them working out twice a day or doing extra workouts during the week. So how can you use these students to help the kids that might be struggling to have fun? Again, keeps coming back to fun, right? Let's create routines that are fun. Let's create routines to create autonomy and mastery with the students. And cross country is one of those sports that it should be accessible to all of them. So let's keep them coming back.